Today we are going to talk about something that does not get enough attention when older adults begin to neglect themselves or even harm themselves. Not because they want to, but because something deeper is going on. And more importantly, what we can do about it.
John, this is a very important subject. Let us watch.
Good morning, afternoon, everyone. Today we're talking about something that often goes unnoticed. Self-neglect and self-harm in older adults. Not because people want to hurt themselves, but because something deeper is going on, and more importantly, what we can do about it. Elder abuse isn't always obvious. It can be physical, emotional, financial, but it can also be neglect. And sometimes, the person being harmed is actually harming themselves. That's where today's topic really begins. Self-neglect is when an older adult stops meeting their own basic needs. That can look like not eating properly, not bathing, not taking medications, living in unsafe conditions. And it's one of the most common and most overlooked forms of elder abuse. Self-harm in older adults can take different forms. It might not always look like what we expect. It can include skin picking or scratching, refusing medical care, reopening wounds, ignoring serious health issues. And sometimes it's connected to depression, grief, or isolation. These two often go hand in hand. Self-neglect can lead to self-harm. Self-harm can be a sign of deeper neglect, and both are often signals that something is wrong beneath the surface. Not attention-seeking, but help-seeking. Here are some signs to watch for. Sudden decline in hygiene, weight loss or dehydration, confusion or forgetfulness, missed medications, unsafe living conditions, withdrawal from others, unexplained injuries. When you see patterns, not just one thing, that's when it matters most. Why does this happen? Some common reasons. Living alone, loss of a spouse or friends, depression, memory problems or dementia, chronic pain, feeling like a burden. And sometimes people just quietly give up. Let me give you an example. An older adult living alone stops bathing, forgets medications, begins picking at their skin, and avoids people. This isn't laziness. This isn't stubbornness. This is someone who needs help. This part is important. Older adults have the right to make their own choices, even bad ones. But there's a difference between choosing how to live and being unable to care for yourself safely. That's where intervention becomes necessary. If you're concerned about someone, don't ignore it. Talk to them kindly. Document what you notice. Reach out for help. You don't have to solve it alone, but doing nothing is the worst option. In our area, help is available. Protective Services for the Elderly, 988. Crisis Line. Senior Resources in Eastern Connecticut. UCFS Healthcare. Local senior centers in Groton and Waterford. These services exist for a reason, and they work. Most people don't raise their hand and say, "I'm struggling. I'm overwhelmed. I'm giving up." Instead, it shows up quietly. In missed meals, in unopened medication bottles, in silence. Self-neglect and self-harm don't start loudly. They start quietly. And that means the people who notice, people like us, make all the difference. You don't need to be an expert. You just need to notice and act. Because sometimes a simple check-in, a phone call, can save a life.
The following is a list where you can go for help in the greater New London, Groton, Waterford, and Niantic, Connecticut area. We tell stories like this because they open doors facts cannot. If this episode feels heavy, that is because it matters. Stay safe, stay aware, and we will talk to you next time.